Hello, welcome to our Qigong session. Perhaps you're wondering what the word Qigong means. Qi, the first part of the word, spelled Q-I, and pronounced as if you were going to say cheese. Qi means breath, but it also means vital energy. And Gong means to work, to practice, to nurture. So when we do these exercises, these warm-ups and Qigong, we're nurturing our vital energy to promote our health and longevity. These are gentle exercises, gentle yet profound. So let's start with our warm-ups today. I want you to put your hands on your kidneys, which are about an inch above, about 2 inches above your waist, and 1 inch on either side of the spine, like that, unless you're very tall, and then they may be a little bit higher. Put your feet together and rotate your waist to your right. Now, I want you to try not to move your shoulders or your head too much. And a way you can do this is by focusing on your waist. And imagine that you're drawing a circle with your belly button to the right. And this gives a gentle massage to your internal organs and the abdominal area. Also stimulates the central nervous system. And let's massage those kidneys up and down and side to side. And then rotate your waist or draw that little circle with your belly button to your left. According to Chinese medicine, we have 3 major energy areas in our body. One is here in the forehead between the eyebrows, called the upper dantian. The second is in the middle of our chest, called the middle dantian. And the lower one, just 2 finger widths below your navel and deep within the body, is the lower dantian. And this is the area from which all of your qi, all of your vital energy is generated. We're going to put your right hand in the middle of your chest, cover it with your left, and we're going to massage middle dantian. And then switch hands and go in the opposite direction. All right, feet shoulder width apart. I want you to put your thumbs on your hip bones and your fingers back on your hip, right here where you might have a slight indentation. That's on an acupressure point called the Wan Tiao. So let's rotate our hips to the right. This loosens up our hip joints, the muscles, the tendons, and the ligaments of this area. Also gives a gentle massage to the pelvic organs. And then let's massage those Wan Tiao points in our hips firmly. This is good if you have sciatic pain. And then massage the low back, right down to your tailbone. Thumbs back on your hip bones, and let's rotate the hips to your left. And now place your right hand over your lower dantian, just about where your navel is. Cover it with the left hand, massage. Switch hands and go in the opposite direction. And now put your feet together hands resting lightly on the knees. We're just going to loosen up our knee joints and do some knee bends. If you're very flexible, you can go all the way down. And then let's massage the knees. The knees don't have a lot of circulation like other joints in the body, so we need to massage them. And then let's go in and continue with our knee bends. And then massage the knees in the opposite direction. And now interlace your fingers, thumbs and little fingers touching. And I want you to push out. Now these are going to be pretty high over our head, higher than our head. So if you've got a sore shoulder or an arm, why don't you just leave it at the side, let it rest, and continue with the good arm, or you can make smaller circles. And use the power of your mind. Use your intention. The intention is to get way up, but maybe you can't do that. So use your imagination, okay? So interlace the fingers, thumbs and little fingers touching. Push out higher than your head, come straight down. Go at your own speed. And now bring your arms up, and if you can, bring them back by your ears so you get a really good stretch down the sides of your body. And then do 4 shallow back bends. If you've got a healthy spine, you can go back further. But if you have any spinal stenosis, you want to be careful and not bend back too much. Now we're going to bend to the right, and I think I'll turn around. So, bending, keeping the arms back by the ears, keeping them stretched up, and then to the left 4 times. And then lower your arms. So we're going to bend over halfway. You don't want to bend from your waist. You want to bend from where the hip joints are. And this relieves any stress that you would incur if you leaned from the waist, where you would have a hump in your back. We're going to lean forward from the inguinal crease, where the top of your thighs connect to the trunk of your body. And in Tai Chi, which is also a form of Qigong, we call this the Qua, Q-U-A, Qua. I'll just call it the hip bend today. So keep your feet together, bending. No, let's keep the feet together. So you want to bend, keeping the back nice and flat. Interlace your fingers again and continue with your arm rotations. And then you want to push palm down towards the front of your toes. And then come up to knee level and push. And again. And one more time. Come up to knee level, turn to your right, and push with your hands next to your right foot 4 times. Come up to knee level, turn to your left and push next to your left foot 4 times. Try to keep your knees straight. It doesn't matter if you get down as far as I do, as long as you get a good stretch. Now come to the front, hold your elbows, and continue with your rotations. Let the body go up and down at the hip joints. And then push towards your ankles. Release your arms. Allow your spine to stretch out. And take a breath in and exhale. And now I want you to put your hands up on those Wantiao points in your hips. Brush down the back of your legs. And then we're going to pat all the joints and in between the joints. So hips, knees, ankles. And then bend your knees and very slowly get up. Okay, we're going to do something called chin to toe now. And this will stretch out the whole back of your body, but especially the back of your thighs. So take your right foot and extend it out slightly to the side, not right in front, but just over a bit. Pull your toes up, okay? Everything that we're doing, it can be done sitting in a chair. You just need to modify the movement to fit the position of sitting and to fit your own body. We all have different bodies and abilities. So you have to adjust, make little modifications, and adapt. So toes up, and then you face your right foot and bend your left leg. Now you're going to bend from the claw again, from the hip. Keep your back nice and flat. And then you're going to either hold your elbows or say you're not feeling very flexible today. So that's okay. Interlace your fingers. It's a little easier. Go down the front of your shin bone, out beyond your toes, and back to the shin bone. Keep that left leg bent and keep the toes over the knees over the toes. The front leg is straight. And then you're going to stretch out. I'm not going to touch this rug, but if you're at home and you want to put your hands on the floor, by all means do that. All 5 fingers. Say you are not able to reach the floor. Stand up to where your back is comfortable and point to the floor. Okay, we're going to massage this right leg. So put one hand on the top of your inner thigh. The other one comes down and up. We'll do this about 4 times. And then we're going to pat all those joints. So pat, hip, knee, ankle. And put the foot down and slowly get up. And we'll do the other side. So left foot out, toes up. Again, bending from the hip. And you're going to hold your elbows or your fingers and make your circles down the front of the shin bone, out beyond your toes. Watch your balance. And then again, 10 fingers. And don't worry if you can't reach the floor. What you want is a nice stretch. Feel that stretch in the back of your thigh. Massage the left leg. And pat. So everything we do is to get rid of blockages in what in Chinese medicine they call meridians or channels. They're energy pathways, okay? So if our qi, our vital energy, somehow gets stuck, or it's old, it's stale, it's not moving, it's causing a blockage, we need to get rid of that because that can develop into a sickness. Say you catch a cold, probably there's a blockage in your lung meridian from the pathogens, from the virus, okay? That's just how it works. So we're working to open that up, let our vital energy, our qi flow freely through the meridians, throughout our whole body, okay? So when we do that lower body exercise, we've stirred up a lot of old qi. We're going to kick it out. These are gentle kicks. They're more like leg extensions. So hold your kidneys, protect your kidneys. And you're going to do a heel kick. So bend your leg and kick across your body with the ankle flexed and bring it straight back. You just want to get a nice extension in the leg. And if you can't kick high, then kick low. And now let's do a toe kick where you point your toe. Okay, feet together. We're going to do an upper back and neck stretch. If you cannot turn your head to the side, just look straight ahead. Take your right arm, place it on your left shoulder. Now I want you to come up with your other elbow so you can push that right arm up. And then notice my head is turned to my right. And then where's my other arm? It's reaching around the back of my neck, and I'm going to touch my left ear. You may not be able to do this right away. Or if you're a man, or you have slimmer shoulders, you may never be able to touch your ear, but you'll get a good stretch to that upper part of your back. Okay, let's let go and swing the arms a little bit. Now the left arm out. Put it on your right shoulder. Come up with that right arm under the left so you can lift it up. Now, the hand that's on the shoulder, wrap it around the back of your head, and maybe you can touch your left ear. Stand nice and tall. And breathe. Okay, and swing the arms. I'm getting a signal that something about my microphone. Everything okay? All right, good. Okay, everybody hold their arms out wide like this. We're going to do hugging slaps. So one arm is going to go under your arm, and the other arm is going to come to the end of your shoulder. Both arms cross in front, uncross, and do just the opposite. One on the end of your shoulder, one on the under your arm. And you can go at your own speed. Left foot forward, we're going to do what I like to call windmill turns. Again, if you've got a sore shoulder, be careful. So you might want to do a smaller circle, or just not do that side at all. Or if you've had surgery and you're having a hard time lifting your arm, just relax and do it when you've got some healing. So left foot is forward. You're going to bend that forward leg, have the back leg straight. Place your left hand on the left thigh, about halfway between your knee and your body, with the fingers on the inside and your thumb on the outside of your thigh. And the right arm is going to come up. Let that thumb lead the way and fall back. Now switch direction. Come back, come up, and let the arm come forward, and let the little finger lead the way. Let's switch feet. Try to sink into this lunge position. But even if you have to stand up and can't do a lunge position, always keep your upper body upright. Try not to lean forward. Keep it up. Okay, left arm. Okay, now we're going to do one more thing. These are kidney and shoulder slaps. So one hand crosses in front, the other hand goes in back, like this. It's going to hit your kidney. Stay in that lunge position, and then switch hands and go back and forth. And then stand up, feet together, and massage your kidneys in circles. Okay, that's it for our warm-ups today and our stretching exercises. Next, I'd like to show you some Chinese hand exercises for your health. These are kind of fun to do. You can have a seat. I'm not going to sit down yet. Oh, maybe I will. You can do these relaxed, sitting in a chair. Let's turn the chair towards the audience. Thank you. These are great to do if you just feel a little tired and weak and don't feel like standing, or they're just fun to do anytime. So these are a set of exercises that promote our health. The first one we're going to do is for headaches, for any kind of facial pain, sore throat, earache, your eyes are burning. So we're going to tap our hands together at this area of the hand, above the thumb, okay? So you can lightly curl your fingers like that and just tap like this. We're going to do it 36 times. I'll count. Now turn your palms up, and we're going to tap this part of our hand. This is to relax our neck and shoulders and shoulder blades, and who doesn't need to relax that? So let's tap. Next, we're going to tap our wrists together. And this is good for our heart, and it has a calming effect, good for anxiety. And now for the circulation of our fingers and, believe it or not, our toes, although we're just doing our hands. I want you to interlace your thumbs and push back and forth. Then we're going to do all the fingers, the rest of the fingers. Now the next one is probably my favorite. It's to energize the whole body. You're going to make a fist with your left hand, and you're going to punch your right hand. Make a fist with your right hand, punch your left. And then we're going to slap the back of our hands. This is supposed to help prevent diabetes. But we all know that this has a lot to do with genetics, whether you inherit that gene, your diet, a normal weight. And so here's one more thing. And then I want you to hold the lobes of your ears, and we're just going to pull it out gently like this. This is good for your brain, your facial nerves, and your eyes. And lastly, this is only for our eyes. I want you to hold your hands in front of your eyes like this. You're going to keep your eyes open, and you're going to roll your eyes 6 times to the right and then 6 times to the left. Okay? Begin. That's it. That's our set of Chinese hand exercises. very old, very traditional practice. Now I'd like to show you a few, actually 5 acupressure points that can help strengthen your immune system. Acupressure points are like little windows along a meridian or channel, those energy pathways I told you about earlier, where these little windows make it a little easier to access the chi, or the energy within that meridian. The first one I'm going to show you is called Hagu, and it's on the large intestine meridian. It is located, if you put your thumb and index finger together and follow the little line that is created up to a fleshy mound about right here. It's just above the bones in the thumb and the index finger, and then open that area so that here's the web between your thumb and index finger, and you're going to put your thumb in there and massage this point. You can massage at least 20 seconds or longer, and then when you have finished massaging, say you massage up to like the count of 40, or you can do less, 20, then press that point, press it. I'm just using my thumb to press that 10 times. And then let's go over to the left hand. You see that? Okay. So here's my thumb, I'm pressing here. Hagu is spelled H-E-G-U, but it's not pronounced like an English word. And then press. And then moving up the arm, when you bend your elbow, the crease continues, and you want to go to the end of that little crease. This is called a pool at the bend. I'm just going to relax my arm, and I'm going to put my thumb at the end of that crease and massage. So this is another point that can help to strengthen your immune system. And then, of course, you'll want to do it on the other side. I'm not going to massage as long as I would like to, because I want to show you the rest of the acupressure points before our session ends. So this is on the large intestine meridian, and we're going to move down the arm 3 fingers from bend at the pool, our pool at the bend, still on the large intestine meridian. So I'm just putting my index finger right by that crease, and then the other 2 fingers, and right where my ring finger is, I'm going to put my thumb because it's easier to massage. And this is large intestine 10. We were at 11, we've gone down to 10 and massage that area. And do the same thing on the other arm. Now, on the leg, there are 2 more. On the right side, let's see if I can turn a little bit. Find your ankle bone, okay? It's relatively round, and you want to find the top edge of that ankle bone. This is on the inside of the leg. And you're going to lay 4 fingers. You're going to lay your little finger right next to that ankle bone, the top ridge. Lay all 4 fingers down. And right next to your index finger, I'm putting my thumb, and I'm pressing under the tibia, that big bone that runs down the front of your body, and massaging this point. This is called the Sanyan Gel, which means 3 rivers crossing. It's your spleen, your kidney, and your liver. This is very good. Usually we know that this is good for hormonal imbalances, but Also, it helps to strengthen your immune system. And this point, there's one thing I have to caution you about. This point, Sanyan Gel and Hogu, should never be done if you're pregnant, because it can cause premature contractions. Okay? And then you'll want to do the other side. We're going to do one more acupressure point. This is called Susan Li, and it's below the knee, but I have to tell you how to find it. So with your knees bent, I want you to make the L sign with your fingers, okay? Just have that thumb out at a right angle to the rest of your fingers and keep it open like that. Some people, when they're not used to doing this, they relax and that thumb and the fingers close up. Keep the thumbs out. Find the top ridge of your patella, your kneecap, okay? Which again is kind of round. And you're going to put your thumb on the center line. Imagine a center line going down the front of your leg on that top ridge of the kneecap. Place the rest of your fingers on the sides of your lower legs. And at the tip of the index finger is Susan Li. This is on the stomach meridian, stomach number 36. Massage this point. We know that this point, being on the stomach meridian, is helpful to digestion, okay? And it's also good for sore, achy knees. But it's one of the major points for strengthening or helping to strengthen your immune system. Along with eating a good diet, lots of healthy, fresh vegetables and fruits, organic, hopefully, and getting lots of sleep and exercise. Okay, so thank you so much for joining us today in our Qigong session. We'll see you next time.